I'm Brad Sugars, and welcome to this week's edition of World's Best Business Coach. As you know, every week we travel the world to find a great business coach and find out how they're getting the results they're getting, how they're getting business owners to grow their business, what they're doing, and what's their secret so that you can grow your business too. This week we travel to Canada, and Laurie's doing a phenomenal job of getting real results with real business owners. So let's find out what he's doing. Laurie, thanks so much for your time, and welcome to our chat this week.
Thank you, Brad.
So, buddy, I need to ask you, the first question I always ask is, what was your background prior to becoming a business coach?
Well, my experience is mostly in sales and marketing. I worked for a company that sold Chevron lubricants, some synthetic lubricants, and it was, for the most part, I was out there talking to business owners day in and day out about solving their problems.
It's an interesting one when you look at it. Most of us in our background career before becoming a coach actually were coaches, but it was never called that. I guess that's similar to what you were doing when you were working with business owners, but you're selling them stuff, but you're helping them grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're talking to transportation companies and the industry that use a lot of lubricants, and, by helping them extend and improve the lubrication in their equipment, they can extend the life of it, they can extend the changes, and it saves them money and makes them money.
Yeah. Now, buddy, it seems like you've been a coach forever. You've been getting some amazing results with clients for many, many years. What do you think is the secret to getting results as a coach? How do you get the client to actually get results?
That's a great question. And I think it's different for different clients. But the one thing, you have to have a solid relationship where they trust everything that you say is in their best interests. And I work hard, very hard, on making sure that, we have the kind of relationship where we can open up and talk about things that are maybe things they don't normally talk about. And yeah. I think that makes the biggest difference. You got to have that solid relationship.
Yeah. Building a relationship with clients is good because coaching is a lifetime business, so we've got to do that. Now, you must have had a couple of clients over the years that were kind of favorites that, I don't know, maybe it's because they got the best results, or maybe it was because of the way they grew, or tell me about one or two of your favorite clients.
That's easy. I mean, I have lots of people that I could talk about, but there's a couple of people that I have really enjoyed being part of their business over the years. And one of them, his name is Vern. I won't say any more than that, but he works in the dry oil industry. And when I talked to him the first time, he was working 7 days a week. He was 70 pounds overweight. He was making okay money in the business, but it wasn't great. And he had a team of if I could say it, ingrates. Within 12 months, we changed his entire team. He went from making a little bit of money to a lot of money. In 2 years, he lost 70 pounds.
Wow.
Which was pretty amazing. And in the 12 months, so we worked together for actually about 3 years, but in the first 12 months, it was nose to the grindstone. In the next 12 months, he took 10 weeks of vacation time.
Wow.
He's still raving about working with me, and he's become a friend as well. And
it's good when you get them to retire almost, isn't it? I mean, it's like they get the business to work so they don't have to. I think they're always a lot of fun, those. Some clients don't want that, though. I don't know. I've got a few that just love working, and it doesn't matter how much you coach them. They want to work harder, and I guess that's kind of like me. I keep buying more companies just so that I have something to do. Okay, so favorite clients aside, what's some of your favorite strategies? What are the things you love coaching on? Is it sales? Is it marketing? Is it, what's your favorite areas?
I got to say, probably my favorite area is working with helping them build a team of people that excel around them. I've seen so many incredible results with my clients by helping them not just get the best out of the people that work for them, but also to help them, through the hiring process and onboarding process. And, if I think about this, and I've talked to many people and I've said, if you got 10 employees and you get 10% more out of each one of those employees, you've got a free employee. And
Yeah.
if they follow the system and do the stuff, they get the results. And it always shows up on the bottom line.
For the business owners watching, give us your top 2 or 3 secrets to recruiting great people and to onboarding them once you've recruited them, because they're very important areas of business.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes to getting really good people, the main thing that I talk to my clients about is that they have to have a strong vision and mission and an understanding of the culture that they want to create in their company. And then using our process, the 4-hour hiring process, it deselects those people who are not interested in your vision, your mission, or your culture in your company.
Mm.
And you've got to be adamant about it. And I say to my clients now, when you're having that interview with that person, maybe the second interview, you're going to say, I want this to be the worst time in your life working with us. And you're going to say something like, if you're the kind of person who doesn't show up for work on time, or you're the type of person who takes days off because you have sniffles, this is not the place for you to come to work.
Yeah, they got to be blunt and upfront, don't they? Blunt and upfront.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't even want to waste 1 month or a week with somebody who isn't a keen player.
Yeah.
And then really from an onboarding standpoint is to have a system set up for the first month, 2 months of the training process, so that these people, they feel like they're being engaged and also understanding that they're going to be involved with a company that not only wants them to work hard, but also wants them to have a great experience working there and growing and having fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I know it's interesting, Laurie, when we talk about getting people, did your staff read the company manual? How much training do they go through an induction? Do you take them through the history of the company, all that stuff? And people stop me and go, hang on, what's a company manual? It's a crazy thing, but we get business owners to build a business that works so they don't have to. And that's ultimately the goal. So, buddy, tell me, if you were thinking about, real simply put, why is it, and forget all ego and everything, what is it about you that means you get results with business owners? Because there's lots of business coaches out there and some get real results and some don't. What is it about you that means you get results?
I think the simple answer to that is that I care. When I sit and I talk to a client at the beginning of the relationship and I see that they might be struggling with something, I have a long conversation about how much I care about them getting the results that they want. I love what I do because I get this incredible feedback from people who, I've helped change their lives. And I care about that more than anything else. All I want for them is to get what they want, because I know that I'll get everything that I want if they get what they want. And I just really care.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. And I guess you wouldn't be amazed, but a lot of people are, that the number one key ingredient of a great coach is that they love helping other people. It's just the number one ingredient. All the background aside, all of the skill sets aside, it's the fact that you actually care in them. One of your clients put something down, Laurie, about your level of belief in them. And that was what made the difference for them. Give me more of an understanding of that, because how do you transform? How do you give someone that belief? How do you make sure they know you believe in them?
That's a good question, and I think it's just I don't know. I guess I just tell them. I just when we're having I typically do all my coaching on Skype, and I do believe, I guess that's probably it. I do believe in these people. I believe that in the end, anybody can accomplish whatever they want to accomplish if they put their mind to it and they clear their heads of all of the muddy stuff that gets in the way of their success. And talking to them about believing in themselves. And you know what? I've been through this myself, and I continue to go through it as I go up different levels and become better, not only at what I do, but as a person. I've always got to be working on my mindset and believing in myself. And I just say, hey, listen, I'm on the same journey as you are. This is all about, getting the best about who we are out there. And, I guess that works because they all seem to be happy with it.
Yeah. It's an interesting one, Laurie. The level of belief, and most business owners, it's a pretty lonely road out there. They don't have someone to go and talk to and all that sort of stuff. And I know several of your clients are very clear on the fact that they see you not just as a coach and mentor, but almost like a confidant was the words that they used to describe it. So congratulations on that. That's a phenomenal thing to have your clients thinking and saying about you, because it's a feeling that's pretty rare. So let's go back to business, and you love coaching on the team and leadership. How do you get the clients measuring their numbers? Because we all know that's a key to growth of a business. What's your secret to getting clients actually knowing their numbers in business?
You know what? It's just simply like when I sit down and I talk to them at the beginning of the process and I say there's certain things you're going to have to do in order for this relationship to not only work but continue. So I say, you've got to provide me with this information, and it's got to come on a monthly basis. And honestly, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 months before people start doing it, but we're not going on to anything else until we get this stuff down, because this is the most important part in your business, is understanding. You can't make good decisions about your business if you don't know your numbers.
Yeah. And it's a tough thing for business owners to get, because one of the other things, Laurie, I've noticed you do real well is you help people transition from self-employed to manager and then manager to owner. So you've got a lot of clients that started with you as one-person businesses, and you've helped them build it to multiple people and much better profitability, obviously. But then you've also got a lot of clients that started with a lot of employees, and you took it to a point where now they own a business that works so they don't have to. Is one of those your favorite, or do you love both types of growth?
I think helping a business owner, I've got a young guy as a client. He's 34 years old. He took over his business from his father, who passed away unexpectedly a few years back. He's been a client of mine for 4 years now, and his business has grown revenue-wise 20% year over year since we started working together, and he's added 20 employees. And this last fiscal year, he had his most profitable year ever, and he's working less than he's ever worked. And, he's excited by that. He's just a young guy, and he's talking about, where do we go from here? Like, what's the next step? That kind of thing is one of the favorite kind of things, the stories or results or relationships that I have with those. That's what I like working with.
Yeah. Now, Laurie, you love the community aspect of your clients as well, bringing them together and helping them learn from each other and as a community build relationships. But also you're part of the Action Coach team and that community. What do you think it is about Action Coach that we just get results with clients? I mean, that's our focus, obviously. It's our guarantee. But what do you think it is about our team that means we really get results with clients?
Well, I think the thing about Action Coach, it really, I think, is the horsepower behind this organization, is the quality of the people at the top, if I could call it that. Obviously, it starts with the leadership with you, Brad, but the team at Global, and then all the top coaches. The conferences that we have, I believe they're second to none. What we learn from people who have tried, true, and tested systems and procedures that have made a big difference. And I think it's a big reason why I'm part of Action Coach, is just really the horsepower that's behind this organization. Yeah. I don't think there's another company like it.
It's real interesting when people ask me how come Action Coach is number one. I always say it's because we keep recruiting and training number ones. But to stay there, as you said, we have to have that common knowledge. We have to keep sharing that ability. And, I love the fact that, if you've got a client that's a retail client and and you don't know how to solve their challenge, you go out there and there's a dozen coaches brilliant at that can give you the answer. I think that's important. You've been with us forever. What do you think it is about Action that keeps coaches loving the team aspect of it, but also keeps them coming back? I mean, it's an important thing for any business to keep their team, I guess, and keep it growing. What do you think it is about us other than the team that makes that happen?
Probably growth and opportunity. Here's a big reason why I tell you this. When I first came across Action Coach, and this was prior to the 14 points of culture when we had 12, and I looked at this 12 points of culture, and I looked at all this stack of books on this table, and it reminded me of when I was going to Tony Robbins Mastery University, the energy, the culture, the excitement, the passion. And that attracted me to Action Coach. And I think that that's what keeps the top people around is this opportunity to continue to grow, continue to become better, not just as a coach or a business owner, but also as a person. I think that's probably the biggest reasons for me anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Laurie, look, we're super proud of what you're achieving. Canada is obviously a better place because of the businesses you're growing. Have you ever kept, this is an interesting one because I know you love this fact. Have you ever kept a track of how many jobs you've created over the years by all those businesses you've helped grow?
Brad, I wish I would have. I haven't.
Yeah.
But I do know, like I was telling you about the one client I have in Calgary, he's added 20 new employees to his company. And, it's got to be a few hundred anyway. I don't know. I haven't actually kept track of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, just by the testimonials I've got in front of me, there's a couple of hundred here. So, I think that's phenomenal. I love that you're adding value to the community. Great work. Congratulations. And there's some of the reasons why we've chosen you as our world's best business coach this week. Thanks, Laurie.
Thank you very much, Brad. Have a great day.